Well, hello there, and welcome back to Dog's Breakfast, a cooking show. Today, we're going to do pork ribs. Pork ribs are easy to do. Do not be afraid of them, and they are delicious. What we have here today are the pork ribs, just one rack, nice baby ribs. We've got some tin foil that we're going to use to cover them in a moment. We have a pair of scissors so that we can help the pork rib, the ribs escape their plastic. We have a dry rub, we have a barbecue sauce, and we have a cookie sheet to put in the oven with the ribs in it. So the first thing we'll do is open up the ribs. These ones came from Kroger. They're quite good. We found them very good for meat. There's only one rack in here. Typically, if you buy them in a bigger store, like say Costco, you'll have 3 racks in there. But as it's only Carol and me who are here now, it seems a bit of a shame to use 3 racks. So the neighbors enjoy it when we do because we share. Now, these ribs have been enclosed in plastic for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rinse them under some cold water. I'll be right back. In fact, you'll probably hear me. I'm just going to pat them off. So we don't get too messy. There's that beautiful rack right there. Now, I'm going to cut it into 2 pieces, and you can just use scissors for this. You don't need any special equipment, don't need a special knife, nothing like that. Watch yourself, don't cut yourself. All right. And then we're going to take the ribs and put them on the tinfoil sheet. Funny story, growing up, we had a pig pen in our backyard, and we used to raise pigs for ourselves and for the neighbors. I had one sister, let's call her Marty, who really enjoyed those pigs. It's not that she played with them, but she watched them and do their little habits and so on. And every now and again, one of them would escape, or 2 or 3 would escape, and we'd have to go get them. All right, that tinfoil is going to fit just perfectly. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to put on some dry rub. If I can get the box open. And I'm going to start with the top. And as it's called, just rub it in. Just rub it right into the meat. Okay? Once these juices get cooking up, they're going to spread it around anyway. But it's nice to rub into the meat. Don't forget the bottom. All right. We want to put the ribs meat side down for a couple reasons. That's what you want to get cooked. But the second reason is you don't want those ribs poking through your tin foil either. So I'm just going to wrap them up here. And they can be fairly loosely wrapped. And what I would say is, you see how I wrap them? I lifted up the ends a little bit. That will stop the juices from coming out onto your cookie sheet. So that's a dry rub. And we're going to do a wet one as well. Now, a lot of people I know make their own barbecue sauce. I've done it once. The house was stinky for about 5 days. It makes a heck of a smell. So now my go-to barbecue sauce is actually Sweet Baby Ray's. It's fairly inexpensive. I can buy it in a huge bottle, and I feel it's like a lotion on my hands. So you can just grab that, flip that over a little bit, put your Sweet Baby Ray on it. Like I say, some people make their own. I don't anymore. I have. Not going to do it again. and we'll roll it up in the same way. Okay, so it's meat side down, loosely wrapped, because you don't want steam staying in there. You don't want to steam these things. You want to bake them. And again, the ends, just fold it a bit, and then a bit flipped up. And they go right on there. You heard the alarm behind me? That means that my oven is ready. It's set at 275 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to pop these in for about 3 to 4 hours. Sometimes it just depends on the meat, how long it takes. I'm expecting these ones will be about 4 hours. So 4 hours from now, I'll see you back and I'll show you what to do next. Well, hello there and welcome back to Dog's Breakfast, a cooking show. Today we're doing pork ribs. They've been in the oven now about 4 hours. Now, when I put them in, I said, I'll put the temperature about 275 degrees Fahrenheit. That turned out to be a little bit warm because I smelt them at 60 minutes. Normally I'll smell them at 90 minutes. And again, it all depends on the meat, all depends on how you like it. But I turned the temperature down to 250. And I'm about to take them out of the oven now, so I'm going to move the camera. Look at these lovely oven mitts, belong to my wife. Our Canadian heritage coming through. All right, let's pull these open. So what we want to do now is we want to open these up, peel back the tin foil, but then we want to grill them. But I'm going to broil them. You can certainly grill them on a barbecue if you want, or a grill as they call it here in the United States. There we go. Nicely done. You can see how the meat's been pulling away from the ends of the bone. That's exactly what you want to have happen. This was the wet sauce. This was the Sweet Baby Ray. Let's see what happened with the dry rub. A very similar effect over here, where the meat is pulled away from the bone, which is exactly what we're looking for. Now, what we want to do is we want to take these pieces of flesh, these very nice baby back ribs, and we want to flip them over so that the meaty side is up. That's the side that we want to grill. Or in this case, as I've said, that we want to broil. Look at it falling off the bone. Oh, can't even get it all in one piece. Perfect. Perfect. We want to dry it out a little bit, and we want to put a little bit of char on it. Oh yeah, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Now we only want Sweet Baby Rays on the wet ones. The dry ones we'll just let dry up all on their own. People often say to me, so Wayne, the only time that I've had baby back ribs is when I've been in a restaurant. And really, the only thing that I get served with them is French fries. But I don't have a deep fryer at home. What can I use instead of French fries? Well, you can certainly use the French fries that go in the oven. I'm not particularly enamored by those, but you can also use anything to go with pork ribs. They are wonderful with absolutely everything. So what you see going in the pot here are some cubed potatoes and some carrots. That's what we're going to have with them tonight. Now I'm going to put these under the broiler. It's 500 degrees. It should take about 4 minutes or so to get the effect that I'm looking for. All right, so we're going to pop those in there. As I say, we'll let them cook themselves up. We'll let them brown up. We'll let the Sweet Baby Ray's sauce caramelize. You don't want to leave it in too long because that sugar will burn up really, really quick, and you need to keep an eye on it. Back in a minute. All right then, that was about 3 minutes, but I think that we're there already. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, lots of nice smoke coming out of there. Yeah, we are there. I'll get in a little bit close for you. There's what you should be looking at. So that was pork ribs in the oven. With a little bit of broil at the end to simulate a grill. It's quite wet here tonight, which is why I didn't do it on the grill. But this is just as good, just as tasty. Until next time, you've been watching Dog's Breakfast, a cooking show.